the more and more I'm out here, the longer I'm out here, it does seem that wind was likely a factor. Now, what happened was the semi was coming off of this off-ramp, off of I-75 North, and as it was turning west onto West Main Street, what most likely happened is that it caught a gust of wind. And if you think about it, a truck making a pretty tight turn at a fair rate of speed, almost like a parachute if you get a strong enough gust of wind. And a few indications point out that, one, if you see the truck behind me, how lightly it's laid down. You don't see a lot of dirt as it was moving at a high rate of speed or anything like that. What likely happened was that the trailer started to buck first off to the edge, and there's actually some indication on the tire that the trailer was actually eating a bit into the tire, as that tire was trying to hold all the weight of the trailer as the gust was blowing. And what happened was likely that the trailer fell, and eventually the truck fell with it. And notice how gently, if you will, that the truck actually fell. They actually were able to just pull out the windshield, not to mention that the side window here, it's not even shattered. So it fell fairly lightly. It was windy here. There was a wind gust of about 46 miles per hour down toward Vandalia. So the wind, at least the wind advisory has died down now, and it's still pretty breezy, but we are looking at that risk for severe weather tomorrow. We'll take another look out here an hour to see what's changed and what we can expect later tonight. I'm live in Troy. Storm Center 7 meteorologist Robert Gautreaux. So it looks like, McCall, that more than likely that this truck was the victim of some strong winds as it was coming off the off-ramp and turning west onto West Main Street in Troy. Now, something you'll notice is that it landed fairly gently. In fact, the side window isn't even broken on the cab, and it looks like they're actually pulling it up now as I speak. They have only 2 lanes open eastbound. So if you live in Troy and plan on going to Walmart or something from downtown, you're going to have to wait a little bit because the westbound lanes are closed on West Main Street, but they're literally pulling up the truck right now. And what likely happened was as it was turning from the off-ramp, it probably did catch a gust of wind. If you think about it, when a tractor trailer turns like that, it's kind of round. It was almost probably like a parachute. And so what happened was that the trailer kind of started to lean and actually squeeze into the tire. It actually ripped the tire a bit as the actual trailer itself was just pushing down on that tire before it fell over, followed by the cab in front of it. And so thankfully there weren't any terrible injuries. There was a bit of an injury from the driver. According to the safety manager, Dick Levy Trucking, I talked to, he did suffer kind of an injury on his shoulder, went to the hospital, but overall he may have even kicked himself out of the cab. Not sure about that, but the windshield kicked out, and he was able, he made it through, so it's some good news there. So again, still a traffic backup here. We were windy today. We have some problems, as McCall mentioned earlier, for tomorrow. We'll keep you updated throughout the newscast. Live in Troy, I'm Storm Center 7 meteorologist Robert Gautreaux.